Hey guys, Mr. ATC again, and welcome back to my ATC TV. So today, as I was working on building some extra storage for this kitchen island, I've decided to share this cool project with you because I was using some pallet wood. As you can see just right here. If you're also planning on doing it, it's very important that you get all the measurements straight. I will advise you to also create a plan before you start doing it. And as a reference for you, I will be also adding a free plan, as you can see just right here, in case you would like to do it yourself. As usual, you will find above the screen the link to the sponsor of this video. And most importantly, note that I will be also making a lot of extra project around this kitchen island, making some upgrade, some extra things that you can see this kitchen island moving from one step to the other step, and stay posted on that. It's gonna be cool. Enough talking, let's get to it.
And as you can see here, that was the space underneath the kitchen island before making the change to it. I first decided to scratch everything a little bit to remove all the excess and the things that were there before. Then here, I'm taking the piece of lumber that I will be using to take the measurements and to also create the bottom frame of this design. Note that as I do not need the entire space to create the storage, I've decided here to use half of the space. To have the exact dimensions, I will be sharing everything with you in the plan below in the descriptions. And here, I'm testing the dryers that I will be using during the entire design. I will start here by testing the rails, and of course here you need to pay attention to your manual to make sure you are using the right holes. So now let's start by making the bottom section. And I'm using here a piece of plywood from 1.9 meter long, 50 centimeter large, and 0.7 centimeter thickness. Then I'm here making all the measurements to after that move to my meter saw. And here we have all sides of the bottom frame. So now we can move and fix all of them. And for the fixation, I've decided here to use my nail gun. As the first piece of lumber wasn't long enough, I've decided to add a second one and to cut the part of it that I needed. And now time to place the bottom part to see where I need to make the cut in order to insert the gas pipe. And please note here that in order to make the cut, the only thing you will need is a jigsaw. And as I was expecting, perfectly in place. To make sure that the holes doesn't break under the pressure of the drawers, I will advise you to add 2 extra pieces of lumber on each side of them. Now time to test the drawers and to create their support. And here to create the support, I will just use a simple piece of lumber from 5 or 7 cm large. Everything is of course depending on the type of rail you're using and their dimensions. And here for the fixation, I will be using my drill machine to screw each side on the bottom part. And note here that I will be turning the bottom side upside down in order to screw from the bottom. And now, time to test the other drawers. And I will be basically repeating the same process that I've been doing for the first one. And then testing everything into the place. And now we're going to be moving to the top side, and basically I will be repeating exactly the same thing that I've been doing for the bottom side. And I will advise you to keep top and bottom side together while you're making them in order to make sure that you're using the same dimensions. And here we are, done with both bottom and top side. Then now we are going to create all the sides with the pallet wood. To clean them, I've decided here to use my planer. Then here, moving to the kitchen island to take the right dimension. To avoid going back and forth to the meter saw, I will advise you to cut all of them the same size at the first time. As you can imagine, some of those pallet wood are rotted. So I'm here making a selection between the good and the bad ones. But bear with me, here the goal isn't to throw them away. I will be here using a technique which will help us to keep them for a long term. Then now, time to assemble everything, but to make sure that the top and bottom side stayed into the place, I will be making here 4 pylons that I will be using to support them. Then now, adding the pallet slats all around. Before completing the front side with the pallet slats, I will advise you to fix the rails first. Then now, you can complete with your pallets. here I'm doing some sanding in order to remove some dust. Then some transparent lacquer to protect the wood. Then here you are, with a nice additional storage for your kitchen island. Recycling using pallet wood. And as usual, if you like what you're saying, feel free to share with your friends, with your family, with people you know that could be interested, and create their own idea of housing.
And as you can see, you can even create extra storage for your kitchen island with pallet wood, things that you can easily find around in the street. But note for this creation that I did not entirely use pallet wood, as you could see in the video. The goal for me was to show you some extra steps, some other things that you could do in order to save money for yourself and also recycling. Don't forget to check the free plan that I will be sharing with you below in the video description. And if you would like to be a sponsor in our next video, feel free to check out our ATC app showing just above the screen in order to share with us your own idea of housing. I would like to also take a moment to thank all the active members of this community, like Mahendra in India, Nicola in France, and the cat joining us. Okay, even Univa, Ramos, thanks to all of you guys. It's very nice. I really like your support, the thumbs up, the fact that you're watching the videos. And as we say it in French, merci beaucoup. See you next time. And remember, if you're a new member to the community, feel free to subscribe here to watch our video every week. See you.